After 182 episodes, it has all come down to this. The final episode of the NASCAR Thunder 2004 career mode, and it takes place in Season 5 of the Ford 400 here at Homestead Miami Speedway. We've come a long way over the past 2 years. A lot of people, folks tuned in. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what the next playthrough is going to be. It's probably going to be a Pokemon game, because I kind of want to focus on one NASCAR game at the moment, which is going to be, NASCAR Thunder 03, which is the Thunder 2000 mod. I'm not so sure what I want to do. I mean, I haven't played a Pokemon game on this channel since, oh my god, when did Pokemon Red finish? I don't even know. Let's get down to business. We have a 114-point lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr. The championship is essentially all but locked. All we have to do is basically not die. Yeah, that's literally what we have to do. Of course, the default setup challenge is essentially almost done with, let's see, what do we have here? 15 wins. So it's not as strong, obviously, as the last season we had in our championship run, where we literally won half the season. But 48 wins in nearly 180 starts. We have nearly got poles in like 1 and 3 of them. 13 poles this season. 15 wins, 26 top 5s, and 30 top 10s, with an average finish of 7.9. This is a championship season. I will have to say so myself. This is pretty much a championship season. In terms of, like, what we could do here, well, it really is, yeah, package sponsors unhappy. I'm not happy either. This playthrough is essentially done. Yeah, the whole garage, nobody's working. We're not working with anybody anymore in terms of the shop, because there's no need to. The playthrough's about to end. No need for a shop edition. We have $27 million in the bank. I think we made quite a hefty profit. We're going to go with the original paint scheme, of course, for the final episode, of course, as well. We got 66 laps or 67 laps to decide the championship here today. It's been one hell of a ride here, guys. Let's just go finish it off with a bang. One last time here on this channel. We're going to use our best, give it everything. 92 car rating here at Homestead Miami. Our retirement race, our final race, begins now. Of course, we have to make sure it's the default setup one last time, and manual transmission. Let's begin our final qualifying session of the playthrough. I don't like running the bottom of this track. Like, it doesn't matter what year it has been or what part of career mode it is. I'm always more comfortable in the middle line. Like, if, like, maybe, like, about where this, like, crack is at, like, where my left side tires were, that's where I feel more comfortable at, rather than just the very bottom at this track. I mean, to be fair, in real life, I mean, especially around today, it's more preferable to run the top anyway, but oh, wow, we didn't even stick at all. No sticking at that time. I don't think we're actually going to have any sort of momentum for our second lap, either. Ugh. Yeah, not very good on our first lap there. We gotta try to do better on our second lap here. We bite the corner a lot better that time. See, it hooks better there rather than being at the very bottom. So I'm trying to shoot towards, like, that crease. Yeah, I say that as I go to the very bottom, as I'm trying to overshoot the corner, trying to make sure I get myself a little bit of extra time gain, which, unfortunately, it has not worked for us. So our lap time is going to be a 30.1. Beautiful scenes. We start in second. Oh, how much did we lose the pole by? By 100th. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But, of course, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. So now, this is it. This is the final show. Who's going to win it all? Let's find out.
Welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Ford 400. I'm here with Barney Hall. NASCAR ran its first race here in 1999. What do you think of this track?
Well, with the new additions this year, I expect a different race than we're used to. Usually speeds are relatively tame due to the flatness of the racetrack, but with the new banking added this year, you can expect speeds to be much, much quicker.
The 88 car has impressed some of the other drivers with his courtesy on the racetrack.
And that's good to see. Racing hard and driving aggressively can lead to some success, but when you get the respect of your fellow competitors, that can be just as rewarding.
2002 was a breakout year for Kurt Busch and his Roush Racing team.
That it was. With 3 wins and 10 top 10 finishes, he showed that he's one of the rising stars in NASCAR.
Casey Mears is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I'm gonna miss playing this game on this channel, I gotta tell you that, but 66 laps, long way to go.
The NASCAR Winston Cup points leader will be starting from the number 2 spot.
66 laps and underway for the series finale here of NASCAR Thunder 2004. We have a great start from our teammate as well, Elliott Sadler, and here comes Kevin Harvick. John, I'm trying to be good on the bottom, trying to make us lose 2 spots in one corner, but we ended up doing that already. We're gonna get a little bit of a help from our teammate here for the first time, and I don't even know how long. The suck-up rate has been incredible so far with this car and this Robert Yates Racing team. And we give him a little bit of a nudge as a thank you. We're gonna slide up the racetrack. We do a little slide job on the 29, and we're gonna clear that spot away. Elliott Sadler will get the better of us in lap 1, but we're just getting the draft from Dale Earnhardt Jr. going 205. I'm not used to going that fast in the corner. So that's really interesting to see. Elliott Sadler is going to the lead of this race. Go on, Elliott. We're actually going to go give you a little bit of a helping hand here to get around this 8 car here. Elliott Sadler. He's been robbed of the Talladega race earlier this season where we tried to push him to a win. He is legit leading the way here at the Ford 400, but we're going to let him lead that lap. We're going to try to, of course, we have our own championships to run. Make sure we get to finish ahead of this 8 car. But Elliott Sadler leading the way for the first time on a non-super speedway, and I don't even know how long, really. Our car is doing really good. Ricky Craven's having a strong showing, too. We're going to go make the move down on the inside of our teammate. We're going to make sure we don't, do anything stupid with our teammate. Craven's up to 3rd. He's passing Dale Earnhardt Jr. there. We're going to try to give Craven a little bit of a helping hand, too, to help, because we want to make sure that 8 car stays all the way back there. Ricky Craven is 3rd at the moment with Elliott Sadler in 2nd. We do get the 5 bonus points, as well as Dale Earnhardt Jr., so that offsets at least. Craven is going to try to take 2nd away. Go on, Tide Pontiac. That's nice to see. I mean, he was the winner at Talladega earlier this season, but when the whole kerfuffle happened, Ricky Craven is trying to go for 2 wins in his career for the first time, well, ever, really. Yeah, he's trying to look for more. He's trying to see if we can get a win right before the series ends. That'd be incredible stuff to see if that's the case there. But we're leading the way here at Homestead, and we're kind of just walking away from Dale Earnhardt Jr. at the moment, which is what we're looking for. We're coming towards lap 9 of this race, and Craven is still there, according to the little bubble that's underneath there. He's still keeping up. He's still ahead of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Our teammate has fallen back down to 5th. Mark Martin has taken the 4th spot there. So some really good runs still from Elliott Sadler. He's probably going to be losing that spot now. I can barely see him, but he's having to work for that spot right then and there. Craven is still behind us. We cannot really shake Craven at all, it seems. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is still close behind as well. They're running that bottom lane. I'm trying to work my way towards the bottom myself, but I still prefer that middle line. I'm just trying to keep running my own procedure as we're now starting to fall off our lap times a little bit. As now the bubble's starting to go away, but we got it towards the top of the racetrack. You can kind of run anywhere here at this track, from what I've learned over the past seasons, even though the AI will always prefer the bottom, no matter what. That's just how it is, though. I mean, it's still Homestead. I mean, it's not like the NASCAR Thunder 2000 or 2003's Homestead where it's going to be completely flat. So you'll see that probably again later on in that playthrough where everything's going to be flat. So yeah, definitely a great addition to have the banking in real life. Of course, we would have all these memorable championship battles at this track. Well, I guess you could say, before some idiot on crack thinking that a place in the desert. No offense to the Phoenix International Raceway fans, that's a pretty good track. Don't get me wrong. To me, it just doesn't scream championship finale material, though. It's not like Atlanta or Homestead, anyway. But yeah, we're pulling away from Craven now, and we're pulling away from Junior's falling to 4th. Yeah, our championship rival's having a little bit of a struggle right now. He's holding on to dear life for fourth at the moment. Mark Martin is taking a spot away, and Craven is still holding on to second. Craven is doing a really good job this race. I just hope his pit crew doesn't mess it up. I'm beginning to suspect that Ricky Craven is just holding up the entire field back there, because look at this. We have a 3-second margin now, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., well, he was in 5th a previous lap, and now he's back up to 4th. He's trying to fight hard to stay in that top 5 spot right then and there. Craven's, albeit having a great run, he's really making this championship battle kind of this race battle anyway, kind of a little bit anticlimactic. He's holding up everybody. Craven, I love you, buddy, but you're kind of blocking the way of everybody else, though. I mean, that's fine by me. I'm okay with making it a really nice, clean race for the last final episode here in this career mode. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know, our lap times are starting to fall off quite a bit. Our right rear tire is actually wearing out more than our left front, which is always a great sign. You always want to have that right rear tire wear out first rather than the left front tire. That's how you know your car is good. It's either loose or good. You don't want that left front tire to wear out first before the right rear anyway. That way your car is going to be absolutely plowing tight. You always want that right rear to wear out second. That's the definite thing I know about when it comes to making setups in this game. Yeah, it's now almost a 4-second gap anyway. Now, Kurt Busch is up to P5. He lost. I mean, Kevin Harvick must have been outside the top 5. It must have been a great battle behind me somewhere. I wish I could be a part of it to actually show you what's going on back there, or like at least a replay view anyway, like how you would like Formula 124 or whatever, where you can actually like view the entirety of the race. Or I think maybe even Heat 5 has something like that as well. Unfortunately, I have no interest to do Heat 5, or at least, like, not now anyway, especially since the NASCAR game's coming out next year, which I can't wait for. I can't wait for NASCAR 25. I can't wait to do a midnight launch video about that. I gotta remind myself to do that, though, of course. So, pit cycle should actually be underway pretty soon. That might be a person that's out of the race. I'm not so sure, but we're in that window now where the pit stop procedures are going to happen really soon, and we pulled away from everyone. I never suspected we would pull away from everyone here at Homestead so far. I think it's Junior's up to 3rd. He's on that charge now. He knows that he's in trouble. He needs to get around that 32 car fast. The field is starting to come on in. We need to come in ourselves. Our fuel is almost out, and it looks like Craven might be finally coming down pit road. I think it is anyway. I'm not so sure. But now Mark Martin takes over 2nd place. We're going to have to take the pit entry where the AI do, which is on this access road here. Be very, very carefully go down the pit road here. Don't want a repeat of last time where I just spin out constantly. Alright, so we're in. Four tires, no adjustments to anything. We know this already. We're going to get held up by Jamie McMurray a little bit, unfortunately, on the pit sequence there. Anybody else that's going to hold us up? We kind of entered in pretty awkwardly. But yeah, we're going to lose all those spots, but that's okay. It looks like Jeff Bird's stuck in the pits. His day might be over. I know I saw a dot on the racetrack that basically has not done anything at all. I think he might be out. The mayor, who is strong in our other playthrough, our NASCAR Thunder, and we have a mistake! We can't afford those guys! We can't afford it on this race. Absolutely not. That's going to be an 18, maybe even 19-second stop, and it is! A 19-second stop. That's not what we're looking for, as the whole field is actually going to put us a lap down, it seems. I mean, thankfully, we're quick enough to try to get those spots back, but that's a lot of time lost on pit road. That is rather disappointing, especially since we try to practice pit road stops on our final race here. And now the whole field's going to come on in and have like fast pit stops going in. We're going to try to be carefully merge up here. Now sometimes the AI tend to get together here as well on pit stop sequences. So that's something to consider anyway. I think Craven is for a spot, so we have to make sure we finish, because that's how much time we lost. Yeah, that's how much time we actually lost. Craven is now directly behind us. That's not what we're looking for at all. Jimmy Johnson's going to try to pass us here, which failed miserably. We lost a lot of time, and now we got to try to gain all that back. All right, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is right there. He's behind Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is also having a decent run, it seems. He has yet to win in his career mode playthrough, so hopefully at some point he will actually get there. But we have actually pulled away now from Ricky Craven, thankfully, anyway. who's having, once again, I have to say, a very strong race. I was really hoping his pit crew would actually do something, and they did. And we should be able to get the lead back on this cycle here. And we will. I'm not sure who was the leader there. It's Mark Martin. So yeah, it looks like the undercut has worked out very well for Ricky Craven so far. He only needs to do one more pit stop. I mean, all of us really need to do, but he can do whatever he kind of wants now. Like, he can probably do whatever lap he wanted to go, and he gained a lot of time on me because the pit crew failed to do their job. But Ricky Craven, legit now, running in second, not holding up anybody anymore. That Tide Pontiac is fast today. All right, so the game plan now is to, oh, that's awesome. That's not what you want to hear if you're Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans right now. Oh, that 88 has clinched the most laps led now. Oh, no. The 8 team's going to need a miracle for something to happen. And now we have some people coming down pit road already. They're trying to go for the ultra undercut. We see Scott Wimmer come on in. We see we see a lot of others actually coming in. A lot of people are making this pit stop very early, it seems. I mean, that's actually kind of like my one fear, is actually not pit early, because there is a chance where the AI can get together coming out and going into pit road on the same lap. It is possible. It is possible for that to happen. So I'm actually worried about coming in extremely early, which I don't think I want to do it anyway. I'm just saying that's not something you want to kind of do at this track. You kind of want to pit like well, I guess, you know, well, if you're in your season 1 or whatever, pit as late as whenever you can. Sorry, as late as you can, I should say. But if you're like this, you can kind of like, you know, great fuel economy, great tire wear, great tire grip. You can kind of pit whenever you kind of want to, and just still be like absolutely ridiculously fast. As we see cars coming out of pit road here, we're starting to go through this logjam of cars. I just hope Craven goes through this just as well as I am anyway so far. They are not really giving me much trouble, but of course we have our old friend, the John Andretti imposter himself, Christian Fittipaldi, up ahead. So we already know he's going to give us some trouble. David Green wants to make sure he's still relevant in his career mode. Despite that one win, oh, a car got a little bit of aero tight right then and there. I'm not sure that's courtesy of the 43 or not, but we definitely don't want to have a scratch on this thing for sure. This thing is absolutely a rocket ship on the 4. Speaking of rocket ship on the straights, how about that with that great suck-up speed? That suck-up from the 43 car himself. We go underneath the apron because, you know, that's fine, whatever. Anything to get around that frickin' guy, I'll tell you that much. But we're still leading the way. I'm still trying to think where... Oh, no. Okay, so Junior has gone around at Craven. Ah, it's a shame. Craven was doing so good. I have to say, take a bow, Craven. Take an absolute bow. It's hard to beat the championship hopeful or whatever when you're performing so well. It's so hard to beat them. So, you know what, Craven, take a bow. You hold him off for 40-some laps. That's a strong showing. If he finishes in the top 5 today, I'll be happy. Oh, Mark Martin has gotten ahead a little bit of Earnhardt Jr. now. He's trying to make his presence known in his career mode. Oh my lord, I don't remember the last time Mark Martin's won in his career mode. Honestly, I don't know. It's been like at least like a season and a half at this point when he's won anyway. I know that for a fact. Yeah, less than 20 laps to go in this season. This race is a lot more anticlimactic than I was hoping for, really. But that's, you know what, it's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, I don't know how this car is going to behave in default setups. I really don't. And Craven's still in the top 5, so at least there's something to actually make content for, I would say. Right rear tire starting to wear down a little bit. That's fine by me. I mean, we're going to pit with probably like 10 laps to go. I mean, our fuel is just that good. I don't think that anyone's going to make it all the way, obviously, but we could just take 2 tires. The left side tires are not wearing at all. We could probably try to do a 2-tire stop at the very end here. Why not? We're basically locked up the championship. What have we got to lose at this point? We really have nothing really to lose at this point. We've just been doing rather well all race long. I mean, at this point, we might as well just try to save some time anyway, just in case like the worst has happened, is that they somehow managed to pull a 1-stopper out of their ass like they would at Michigan or whatever. Because I still fail to understand how they do that. But hey, we had our fuel redemption win at Michigan earlier this season anyway. Ironically enough, it was on fuel mileage. See, now we have nearly a 5.5-second lead over Mark Martin now at this point. And we're just continuing to put Lebo a lap down. Alright, fine. Maybe I'll take 4 because the left rear tire just got worn out or whatever. But we got to come on in. We're going to come on in next lap. This race has been nothing but a walk in a park. I'm sorry, that's just how it is sometimes. We're now nearly a 6-second lead over Mark Martin at this point. We're going to head on down to the pits one last time, and hopefully, well, we're going to need to fuel, obviously. Yeah, let's hope we can make this pit entry, you know, nice and easy. One last time. Pitting this lap.
Number 5, up high. Clear on both sides.
Probably the first time I ever got both pit entries correct at Homestead, ever. In any career mode. I always fuck it up at least once. But we're going to take one last attempt of, you know, making a pit stop. So this is the pit crew's last ever pit stop. Do not fail me. If you do, then you'll be forever remembered as not so good people. You're only good as your last race, and you're only as good as your last pit stop. So I got to make sure we do all this properly, and we make a mistake again. Or it looks from the camera angle anyway. It looks like we do. We're going to have yet another pit stop issue. It is going to be an 18.6 seconds pit stop. What is going on, pit crew? Oh my gosh, that's the second time now this pit crew has failed us. And we're going to be a lap down again, but that's just all there is to it. Hopefully a caution does not come out. If it does now, because of the little sometimes collisions they get on pit road here, we're kind of hosed. But of course, people are still yet to come down pit road one last time. I don't suspect they're gonna try to do a one stop here. It's gonna be impossible. I don't think it's possible anyway. We're battling alongside Matt Kenseth right now. That's interesting to say the least. He's having a little bit of draft right now. Kurt Busch is ahead of us. Did he? Oh, he must have came in very early. That's why he gained all that time back. I think all these people have come down pit road early to try to gain some time anyway. They know they couldn't make it, so they might as well try to go for a two-stopper. But they're still a lap down, looks like here. But yet the leaders are still out right now. They're going to have to come on in for at least a splash. See if we can get around Jimmy Johnson here, because I know we don't have as much action here today. He's not even for a spot. The 178 is, which he is for a spot. And I think the 43 was also a spot. I'm not so sure. But I know Kurt Busch, and I don't even know if Kevin Harvick's for a spot or not, or if he's just a lap ahead. We're going to go past them both on the outside. We're going to be making 3 wide. Oh, boy. Briefly 3 wide, anyway, as we shut the door on both of them of the class of 2001. And just pull away from both Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick. Harvick is yet to come down to pit road. I mean, they're going to have to come on in, though. Some more people have actually come on down pit road this time. It was a season ago where Jeff Green defied the odds, though. Yeah, Jeff Green, of all people, has won this race legitimately. Jeff Green, the #1 car, has actually won this race 1 season ago. Unfortunately, I've yet to even see him at all. I see people coming down pit road. It looks like it's just probably Ryan Newman there, who's a leader. Yeah, nobody else has really come on in, except for, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I can't tell who that is. But either way, it's a free spot. And there he goes. There comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming down into the pits, making his one final stop. His plan, unfortunately, did not work. Or just have any sort of glimmer of hope has not worked at all, it seems. We're still a lap down, of course. We still have to pass him again. But we're almost inside the top 10 now. We just got to wait for like about 10 more people to come back down pit road. As soon as the pit stop sequence is done, we're essentially the leaders. We just got to wonder if... is that the leader coming in now? Yeah, that's what it looks like there. Yeah, I think everyone's coming down now. So I think, yeah, that's Mark Martin. That's the race leader. He's going to surrender the lead. And we're going to be in the lead the next lap or so. The race is almost over. I mean, it's about 5 laps to go. They could try to go for a splash or whatever and just try to see if they can actually make it for the way. I mean, it is legend difficulty, so they can actually try some unorthodox strategies if the opportunity arises. At that point, I would have taken fuel only, despite the tire wear be damned. You would have to do something. Speaking of which, there's a blue dot out there still. Who is that's leading this race now? I have to wonder. So it is Ron Hornaday for the Wood Brothers is leading this race. Ron Hornaday is still out there. Is he going to try for a fuel mileage win? Who knows? He is 5 laps away from doing it. Ashton Lewis almost did the impossible one season. Jeff Green did the impossible. Now it's Ron Hornaday in the 21 for the Wood Brothers. Or, okay, the 25 car or whatever. You know, the little glitched car, I would say. Like, you know, all season long, like, for some reason, the 21 does not have rookie stripe texture, so that's why they have a 25 car with rookie stripes for some reason. It's really the 21 car. It's really the 21 car, but it's just, unfortunately, there is no texture there. So it's going to be really interesting to see what I would have to do. I'm probably going to just choose the 21 car regardless, I guess. And just see what he could do on Victory Lane. All Ron Hornaday has to do is just save fuel. That's all he has to do. If a caution comes out now, miraculously, he would just go and win this race. I don't see us going another one-lap shootout or anything like that. I don't see it happening. We're 10 seconds back now. Kurt Busch is in third. Craven's in fourth. Kenseth's in fifth. So Junior's not even in the top 5 at the moment. Nope, Ron Hornaday is coming in. That is such a shame. Ron Hornaday is coming into the pits. And no fuel strategy shenanigans did not work out well for him. He's going to try to get a splash, obviously. He didn't have to. And just try to gain as much time as he possibly can. We're going to take the lead again with 3 laps to go in the race. Kurt Busch is only 3 points some back, and Craven's 5 seconds back. Craven has to take a bow, man. He's been doing great. Kurt Busch, if only I wasn't leading, he would actually finally on the last episode, get that elusive first career win of the playthrough. I mean, he obviously has won races before at this point, but he has yet to even win in this career mode. This entire career mode, Kurt Busch is 0 for 179, and it's going to be 0 for 180 for Kurt Busch, it seems, with 2 laps to go in the race, 2 laps to go in this series. We're going to pass our NASCAR Thunder 2000 teammate currently, Kenny Wallace, in that 23 car. He's driving for Will Davis Racing in this series. It looks like Ron Hornaday is coming back out now in that glitched 25 car. Obviously, that 21 car will be back to the way it is in the next season. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter, it seems, because this playthrough is about to end. The white flag is out for the season. And Junior is back up to 5th. He's past Kenseth. But it's not going to be enough. Even if a blown motor it happens now, I would just coast it the entire way through. It's been a hell of a ride of this game. For 2 years in real life. It's been a hell of a ride, guys. Coming off of turn 4 one final time. We get to win our final race of the playthrough, and we win the 2007 championship. Get in there. Kurt Busch comes home second. Ricky Craven comes home in 4th place. Take a bow, Mr. Craven. You have earned it for 4th place finish today. What a drive for that PPI Motorsports Pontiac. Oh, I'm more excited about that 4th place finish for Craven rather than me winning the championship. That just goes to show, like, the AI, like, I'm going to miss some of these AI, like, those random performances, like, they would just get, like, a boost out of nowhere. But we ended up winning today. The race and the championship. It doesn't matter what format we use. We would have been a champion regardless, even if that retarded-ass playoff format still. Oh, I should make a whole rant video about that. Oh, boy, I know a lot of YouTubers have done it already. But we win it today. Look at that scoring pylon. 80. Oh, has that really been only 32 minutes into this race? Oh, that's reversed. So look at that. We have even a lap counter is correct too. I really like that. The 88, 97, 6, 32, and 8. That is your top 5. I really like that scoring pylon details in this game. I'm never gonna say it enough. Like how much I love the detailing in this game. As for one final time, we get to go to a Polish victory lap around the Homestead Miami Speedway. What a career mode we have. 180 races. 49 wins, I would say. I think it is. 49 wins. We're going to be in the Hall of Fame for sure in NASCAR Thunder 2004 with the amount of wins that we had in 5 seasons. Never a winless season in our career mode. Never a winless season. We never had a winless season at all in his career mode. That Talladega win saved our ass. And back in Season 1, when we had the CarQuest car. Then we had the Maxwell car that helped win a lot of races. Then we went with the Joe Gibbs Alliance with MBNA. Oh, okay, that's embarrassing. This is also embarrassing. And then we had a problem with JGR. Had to go independent for a while. win the championship there to prove him wrong. And we got the ride from the retired Dale Jarrett for one last season for Robert Yates Racing. What a rise, what a career, what a time.
The yellow flag didn't fly at all in this one.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
The UPS Ford really pulled away from the field in the closing laps.
He worked hard to build that cushion on his lead. Pays off when you cross the finish line all by yourself.
The 88 car may have some friends out on the track after this one.
Relationships with other drivers are important in NASCAR Winston Cup Series. It can make you or break you.
Yes. This victory lane celebration will never get old in this game. Damn, we had a great back in the day, haven't we, guys? We had a great back then. You weren't there when you if you're like born in like the 2010s or whatever and watching this stuff like the first time, you're probably blown away. Oh, I remember being 7 years old or whatnot playing this game. This was always be one of the best things about this game is all this. And now we get to do it one last time, this time as back-to-back NASCAR Winston Cup Series champions. For the 16th and final time of this playthrough, and 49th in total, you know the song we sing by now, Ode to Joy. We get the road course version of this, and we get a new fastest lap. The money don't mean jack to us. So we've led a dominating 50 laps around the Fort Homestead Miami Speedway. Kurt Busch gets second. Mark Martin gets third. Ricky Craven, you didn't lead a single lap, but that's okay. You take a bow. Legitimately finishing ahead of Dale Earnhardt Jr. all race long. You had probably like the most. You probably were the driver of the day in my book, if that was ever a thing, like they had in Formula One anyway. You know, if there was a driver of the day award, it would go to Ricky Craven, hands down. Let's see. Earnhardt finishes 5th. Obviously, it wasn't enough. Newman 6th, Johnson 7th, Kenseth 8th, Labonte 9th, and Harvick fell all the way back to 10th. As we take a look at the rest of the grid, Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon were nowhere to be seen this entire race. Where were you two? Honestly, you made this championship battle, a race battle with me, lackluster, I guess. But where is our teammate? Because he did lead a lap, but then unfortunately he fell back to where he normally would fish. So a bit of a reality check for him. And Ron Hornaday, I applaud the effort. I really do, my guy. I really applaud the effort. 25th place finish for him. As we take a look at the rest of the grid here, unfortunately, both Jeff Byrne and Greg Biffle, I haven't even seen Greg Biffle at all, have both DNF'd this race as well. Unlock all created card plate schemes. Well, we really don't need that. Wow. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. Like, it's just what a drive. What a ride it's been for the last 2 years in this playthrough. Not sure what I want to do next. I already got NASCAR Thunder 2000, already up and running. I could do another NASCAR game, but at this point, with Thunder 04 having the PlayStation 2 mods, what if something is going to happen to be the same thing for NASCAR 06 or NASCAR Chase for the Cup? Maybe it could happen for Chase for the Cup too, because it's also a PlayStation port, but I know we have the GameCube textures lying around or whatnot. But, yeah, it's been a hell of a ride, guys. I hope you were there for it too, and I hope you enjoyed it along the way. We had some great moments. We've had some epic fights, some epic races, great battles. There's nothing else I can ask for this game, really. Nothing. I think we did everything that we're supposed to do here. I think we did everything that we could in this game. I think I would gladly say we 100% this game. We're not going to try for 8 championships in a row. Oh, no. We're not doing that. We don't do that here. Yeah. But, yeah, what a great run. So let's go take a look at the final stuff before we sign off for good. So for those who've actually watched the entire season, we won the shootout. Harvick has won the Daytona 500. We won Rockingham in a dominating fashion. Tony Stewart wins Las Vegas. Labonte wins Atlanta. Newman wins Darlington. Earnhardt wins Bristol. We win Texas, obviously. Tony Stewart wins Talladega after a robbery from Elliott Sadler. Jeff Gordon wins Martinsville. J.R. Jones, I am not kidding you about this one, a fantasy driver, 177, has won this race. We win Richmond. The All-Star for and the Coke 600 for Jeff Gordon as well. Kevin Harvick wins the first Dover race. We win Pocono. Jimmy Johnson wins Michigan. We win Sonoma. Earnhardt has won Daytona and Chicagoland. We win New Hampshire. We win Pocono. We win Indy. We win the Glen. We win Michigan. We had 5 races in a row. We won 5 races in a row, and it was a last lap pass at Michigan last season. Kevin Harvick wins Bristol. Ryan Newman wins the Southern 500. We win Richmond again. New Hampshire again. Jimmy Johnson has won Dover. Ricky Craven has won Talladega. Incredible stuff there. We win Kansas. We win Charlotte. Newman wins Martinsville. Harvick wins Atlanta. We win Phoenix. Earnhardt wins Rockingham. And we win Homestead Miami Speedway. So the final points total, it is now a 139-point gap. Let's take a look at our season stats here. 2-time champion. 13 poles. 16 wins. Not as impressive as our last season, obviously. Honestly, across the board, we only had more top 10s, which is really strange here. We almost had 100 top 10s. We're one shy. God damn it. But 27 top 5s and 31 top 10s with an average finish of 7.7. Incredible. Not as many points, obviously, as last season, where we completely thrashed the field in that one. Earnhardt Jr. has won a total of, I would say, Let's see. I think it was like 35 minus 7. 28 times in his career mode, and he's a 2-time champion of 2005 and 2003. So he's a 2-time champ. So he was actually going for a 3-time championship. My mistake there. Harvick has yet to win has not won a championship in his career mode. Let's see. It's minus 3 of 18, so he's won 15 times. He's only had 1 pole in his entire career mode? Huh? That was weird. Jeff Gordon, well, it's hard to say. He hasn't really won that much in his career mode, to tell you the truth. He only has won 9 times in his career mode. Only 9. It's kind of weird to see that Jeff Gordon is not really strong in his, or at least in my version of his career mode anyway. Let's take a look at Ryan Newman. Yeah, he was winless in 05. My goodness. He's won 10 times. He's won more than I think Harvick or whatnot. I'm sorry, he's won more than Jeff Gordon. That's weird. And both of Jimmy Johnson's wins in his career mode came from this season. Yeah, he was making himself his own in his career mode. Tony Stewart was nowhere to be seen compared to no, he's not even won a championship in his career mode at all. Despite having 23 wins in his career mode. Let's see. 5, 11, 18, 23. Yeah. Labonte, he was kind of bad and for a little while, but he got 3 wins in his career mode, all 1-win seasons. Kurt Busch, man. Oh my gosh, it pains me. It really does. Winless of this career mode. He is winless of this career. In 2005, he only had 1 top 5. His career's actually starting to go in the right direction now, but he hasn't got to win. Kenseth as well. He's only won twice in his career mode. They were both in their early seasons. Mark Martin, he's been winless since 2005. He's only won 3 times. He was winless in the rookie season. Michael Waltrip managed to only get 2 wins, and they were both from the rookie season. Jeff Burton, I mean, he's got two wins in his career mode. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I know Ward Burton probably got 1 win. No, he did not. Okay. Craven's got 1 win, though, in his career mode. I know that for a fact. Did Johnny win 1? I think so. Yeah, he did in 2004. Jeff Green, though, his only career win was in 2006 at Homestead. He was probably one of his only top 5s in this entire thing. Elliott Sadler has not done nothing. Robbie Gordon's won a race. I know that for a fact. I think Joe Nemechek won 1 too. I'm not so sure. David Green has won 1 too. I know Ashton Lewis, I think, won once or twice. Yeah, he's won once. But, yeah, that's all there is to it in this one. I guess for shits and giggles, well, first we're going to save. We're gonna, I would say for shits and giggles before we sign off for good, is who's going to retire? Who's going to retire in 2008? Let's find out. No rerolls. We're not doing any of that. We're going to see who's going to retire. It's just Herbie Sadler with no replacements. Okay, so that's rather disappointing there. So that's rather unfortunate there for that's just that lackluster retirement. But we will not be going to the Bud Shootout. We will be signing off for one last time here, folks. So if you love the playthrough, maybe you want to consider it a like, maybe a comment, maybe subscribe. We're almost at 700 now. I'm not sure what game I want to do next. I want to do a racing game, but I also want to do a Pokemon game too. So I might do both. I know 3 playthroughs might be hard to manage, especially with what's going on in my life, but I'll figure it out. I hope you enjoyed the series, and we'll see you in the next time, probably in Thunder 2000. And thank you guys so much for watching the series. It means a lot. All right. See you guys later.